Here we go. This trip is, I'm really enthusiastic about this trip. And I realize that I've got to say bye to these cats. Goodbye. I'm so enthusiastic about this trip. And so what I've been dealing with lately is I've been thinking about how we concentrate so much on not letting other people down, but when it comes to things that we want to do, oftentimes we'll sacrifice that because it doesn't seem to make sense for us right then, or there's nothing that says we have to do it. And so a lot of times we're going to stay home instead of going to some random thing that we dreamed about. But it's like if we upheld our own passions like that of other people, then our lives would look a lot different. And so that's what I'm doing this trip. All right, so I'm going to take a lot of the things that I don't think I'm going to need out. So this would be the cooler lantern. That's funny, that actually does not work. So why don't you take both of those out and you just have this. And then baby wipes. These are baking soda, cocaine, a towel for condensation. That would be clutch. Rain jacket. That would probably be clutch. The sleeping bag, socks, rope. I don't think I'm going to need rope. I want to minimize stuff. These things, clamps. I don't think I'm going to need them. That's more like camping sort of stuff. Just a pee bottle. That's fine. So it's good. This I'm going to charge my drone up with again. Let's see. 4 indicator lights. So that's awesome. You don't need to recharge that. Instructions for portable urinal. I can throw that away. Let me go get some stuff. So we got some new clothes in here. Got our sleeping bag. We thinned this out sufficiently. It's a little pillow. We kind of organize our side pockets all on one side so that we can have that facing us instead of like the wall. I'm bringing my charging base so we can charge, and we're going to turn off the oven before we leave. We just did that. Burn the house down. Why don't we bring some pizza and a tripod?
We're going to show you
how
how to
about
make
we bring the
pizza.
drone? Because we've been doing this new thing called Attraction Mystery. And I'm finding an attraction / haunt place and researching all the mystery about it to tell you.
I did want to, for some reason, so this is me making that pizza the night before. You know, for instance, 5 grams of salt is a teaspoon. And so I've been trying to incorporate whole wheat flour. And so this is me even just trying 10%. And it just seems to subtract from how good the pizza is. And I'm someone that eats whole wheat bread on sandwiches all the time. So I don't know what the deal is. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep trying whole wheat.
It's actually
This is my
right.
cup, Pyrex method. 1 cup of sauce, and then it spreads like a spoodle. Do you know what a spoodle is? Okay, I put the Parmesan under the mozz, so we sprinkle some of that on. I figure you'd like to see this pizza ASMR. It's very revealing, the backs of my arms. Yeah. Seems like there's always just enough mozzarella left in a bag. It's true. Look. Roll that beautiful bean footage. 12.5 minutes later. And I'm gonna pretend like I cut it perfectly, but oops.
God, okay.
So I did package it up for the trip. There goes in the box there. So this is like another major goal of mine. I want to travel more and share travel videos, but like I want to make some really good pizza for people, and I've been doing so pretty regularly now, which is nice. The white flour recipe is pretty banging.
See you later. Last minute addition of some Snack Factory bites in a water bottle. I actually have to go download some YouTube videos. Lexington seems like just the right distance. It's far enough to get lost and close enough to go home and get changed. But we're gonna stay at Cracker Barrel tonight. How about that? Because I had a very unpleasant experience when I thought, oh, I'll just stealth camp and stay at a really crappy hotel area. Pretty active at night, turns out. A little bit.
I wanted to tell everyone that I want to stop being such a butthole, like filming and driving at the same time, like holding the phone with my hands. Because looking at this, it just seems death-defying. Not in a good way, in a pretty idiotic way. So there would be less of that. My first stop, this is Camp Nelson, south of Lexington. So I meant to go to this nature preserve, but that did not work out. It was closed that day. Camp Nelson was a really successful military camp and supply hub for the Union Army, and you'll see it abbreviated USCT here. And you see the African American. This is a story about Mary Burnside and John Burnside, her husband, who were both black. And so this is just one story, but and so John was promised safe refuge for his children and wife for joining the army, and then once they were there, it was not the case. And so there were 8 major periods where African American women and children were run out of the camp, and a lot of people died. And so I was really glad that the historical markers didn't downplay that a whole lot. A lot of it was about the how much gratitude that we owe African American soldiers in the Civil War. And so it talked about even the abolitionist Frederick Douglass had made statements such as, it's better to die fighting for a country where you'll be allowed to be free than to be enslaved. But as far as the welfare, it was pretty rough. So that was a lot of reverence in that site, and just south of there's a huge cemetery, just one after the other of perfectly white tombstones.
Nice. I'm on the Upper Palisades Trail, and so this trail takes you, it's not too long, it's like maybe a mile out and a mile back. What is this? At least, but starting to rain some too. I do appreciate it because I think there's some palisades in the rock formations.
Okay, I have to tell you guys a story of what happened. So I get about 50 minutes into that trail. I'm going to use this band that I went and saw later in the evening as a backdrop because I was too flustered to video anything. So I'm at 50 minutes into the trail, and I see the Palisades, and it's amazing. Like, it's super amazing, and I'm like, hell, I don't even have to walk down if I fly my drone over there, because like a lot of people would walk down to the river, which is very steep. So I fly the drone over there. I'm inside crevices and fissures, and you'll see some pictures later, but I don't have that drone footage because I crashed my drone. I cannot begin to tell you how frustrating it was. But so what the experience was like was I was filming this bridge that has a lot of graffiti on it, and I was coming back. I thought I was safe, but I was in the danger zone. I think I hit something effectively like a power line, and I just So maybe that breaks one of the propellers, and I'm out of control. I'm spinning over this campground where I really should have probably landed it there, but I landed in this Airbnb property right by the river, and now I contact the guy later that evening, and he's nice. I go looking for it at night. I can't find it. I come back the next morning. You're gonna see what happens. Okay, so this is me waking up in the Cracker Barrel parking lot. So that's a big trick right there. The black.
I'm running. All right, so I totally
over the seats so that people can't see in between.
Too much. I slept in the Cracker Barrel parking lot. Apparently, was really what was weird was I was around the back.
Coffee in the morning.
So it was more noisy during like the middle of the night than like the whole of patrons that came today. And so there still wasn't anyone parked around me because I was parked around the back, and so I'm going to consider that next time. I also did not consider the stuff back there. I did not consider like the light post when I was parking. So I ended up like putting a sleeping bag cover over part of the window. It felt good to know that I was able to sleep until like this morning, but I would have totally rolled out of there sooner. Now, something that's weird is that, so I slept at 9:15. My drone crash site is 40 minutes away. We're going there now. We're going to get this drone. We're going to find it. Sure. And we only have like minutes or so to look because the Airbnb owner said, until 11 a.m. And so if we give like, leave 10 minutes before 11 a.m., it's going to be 10:50. I don't want to be there to scare off the guests or anything like that. Weird anyone out. So I think we'll be able to comb an area. Because I'm a comb a 50-foot area, I can do that in 40 minutes. And if I don't see it then it's gone, or it cartwheeled into the river. So I consulted ChatGPT, and it didn't really have much extra to add. It said maybe if you can climb up on something and get a different vantage. I'm going to comb the area first. I'd probably be happy if I stepped on it at this point. But it's like a light gray, and the leaves are trees are kind of at this time of year. So here we go. So when I crashed the drone yesterday, it was weird because I was flying it, and it was just like spinning out of control, and I was like, not good, but I wasn't freaking out. Now, if I had been a plane I was flying, I'd be freaking out, of course, but it's like, it's crashing, it kind of sucks. Okay, I wasn't freaking out when I crashed it, and then like, started freaking out some because I was like an hour up a trail, 50 minutes or so, and I kind of down the trail. So, I kind of freaking out going back, and then I'm driving and freaking out. Not panicking or anything. I'm just like, this sucks because I'm out like $2 or whatever. But I called the owner of the Airbnb, and he's super nice. So yeah, poke around, go.
In half a mile, turn left onto Old Danville Road, Old US Highway 27.
He said go right around the river and look for some hidden object. I'm thinking you were very gracious about that because I just ran into the owner's nephew. Hadn't been told I'd be down here or anything. I said, I want to make sure there's anyone poking around here on drugs or anything crazy. I said, oh, sure, yeah. He's like, yeah, they're back there too. I said, yeah, it's junior rifle season right now. So that could be bad. What I got going for me is that the deer don't tend to dress like I do out in the woods down deep here. This is a possible slide into the river situation. So we can get a different vantage point. So what if I climb out on that arch? The tree that I crashed it by is like there. I don't know what the hell I'm doing all the way over here. But honestly, this cool drop-off point. It's just like, boop, into the river. So, at Casey's, I got this like Match Kids slushy thing, which is like, it's magical. Probably not
Because I did not find the drone.
I avoided getting a donut. I think I might also avoid eating pizza that I prepared yesterday. It's been 24 hours, but I think I would still feel safe eating it. The sauce, I just used the generic pizza sauce from Aldi. It gave me some really bad heartburn, so I think that's not worth it. I'll probably go get something else out. Over here having Chinese food. Oh my god, it was so good. It's bourbon chicken.
I'm gonna show you it next time.
Interstate here. This was the bridge I was trying to explore.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some more videos of this bridge up at the end here. But it was a pretty exciting trip, and it was weird. So all I have to show for the drone flight that I took was a story to tell, and that's kind of lame. But I'm definitely gonna get another one because it just seems to like augment my purpose for even leaving the house and going to places like this, get cool drone footage. So you're gonna be looking at the bridge here some and getting a good view of everything. And so I was just really struck by this bridge, and hopefully there's nothing too offensive that I put up. But yeah, I had an amazing trip. I'm working out a system of having more of a shot list and less going on about my heartburn and irrelevant stuff like that. But yeah, check out this beauty, and also subscribe. You know, if you think you like some content of just running around doing some randomness, and like the video if you like it. Drop a comment about what would be more engaging. Like, what would you if this was you out on a trip, like, what would you like do that would make it really memorable? So, guys, hope everything's been cool. Peace out.